start time. I'm hoping that tonight will be a little bit shorter night because I leave at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning to compete for the title of Mrs. Florida Woman of Achievement. So just to let you know about what pageantry now is, we talk about anything that has to do with pageants. So it could be updating you on different pageant results. It could be talking about different coaching skills. So speaking about interview, public speaking. We talk about bullying a lot. We talk about positive self-image, being able to find out who the best you is, being able to embrace who you are. We do makeup tips. And sometimes it's just a safe place to be able to have people just to listen and talk and say hi, and hopefully share their stories if they want to do that as well. We always tell people that this is a positive place for pageantry. So if you want to come on the show, you're always welcome to. We only ask that if you guess that you keep it positive and that you keep it about pageants. I see that we have Holly Renee on and Marcos Ramirez. So thanks for joining us tonight so far. We'll see if we can get some more guests on. And so that you know a little bit about me, you might be asking, why pageantry? I have been competing in pageants or directing pageants or coaching or emceeing or reporting from pageants for the last 33 years. I am currently a title holder, although I am absolutely makeup free because I'm getting ready to go into pageant week. So, hi Ivory, how are you? Thanks for joining me. So tonight is the night for the big night. Everything is packed. We are ready to go. I'm hoping to get a good night's sleep. I'm really excited about being able to see all of my pageant sisters tonight. Hey, Missy, how are you? Thanks for joining me. And I get to meet a lot of the girls. Some of the girls have been on the show already, so you guys have seen them or maybe heard them interviewing, practicing their skills for this weekend. The system that I'm competing in is called Woman of Achievement. It is based on lifetime achievements. There are age divisions from junior through Mrs. So we will be crowning Saturday night a junior, teen, a miss, a Ms., and a Mrs. Hey, Catazone, how are you? Or Catanzone, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. If you've got questions for me, ask me. But I'm going all natural tonight. I just decided that I needed a couple of non-pageant days before I take on a new crown. And hey, good to see you. Thanks, I appreciate it. Deep in the essay. Uh-oh. Hopefully it'll be a good essay. How are you? I'm doing great. Thanks for joining us from Germany. That's awesome. Missy, what's the essay about? Germany, we appreciate you being here. Awesome. Thank you so much. Much love, much love. And Missy invited all of her friends, just in case. So my goal is to get to 400 fans. I love Miami. Miami is great to visit. Hi, Corny. How are you? Corinne, sorry. Living here sometimes gets complicated, but it is a great place to visit. And I live in Coconut Grove, which is fantastic. We live right on the water, so I can walk everywhere, and it's a fabulous place to visit. And right now it is 74 degrees and partly cloudy. So, hi, Sasha. Thanks for joining us. Oh, Missy, what would I do without you? You share my love. You can guess if you promise me to keep the questions that you ask about pageantry, and if you keep it positive. So if I find that there's any funny business, I will disconnect you. We try to make this all about having a good, happy place for people to go shower, Ivory. I'll see you in a minute, so that you can ask questions, real questions about pageants or about things that have to do with pageantry or interviewing skills or public speaking or body image movement or body image. Hey, Jazz, how are you? Thanks for joining us. We appreciate you. So that is the only thing, Cat and Zone. So if you agree to that, give me a thumbs up in chat and we will go ahead and guest you. So And if anybody else have any questions, look, oh my God, got quite a few people coming on tonight. Yay, good. Maybe we'll get some good conversation going. So, and talk about pageants or things that have to do with pageantry. So that you guys know, I do reporting live, and tomorrow night we will be following the pageant that I'm in live. We're having a pajama party tomorrow night so that you can meet all of the delegates that are competing. And we're also working on vision boards. So if you want to join into the show tomorrow night, you'd be able to talk to them live if you want to. So just so that you know that is an opportunity as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get nuts.
Ach du Scheiß, mit online.
Jetzt!
How are you?
Hey, welcome in Germany! My best friend was Skype online.
I don't know anything except dachshund, and that's because I have 2 of them. So.
Oh,
and
okay.
Yeah, dachshund. Here, Nina, come here, Nina.
Scheiße. Wow, how sweet dog. Oh, sweet.
This is my baby. Her name is Nina.
Oh, baby, oh, wonderful, good. Cool.
And my other one's name is Ulrich. So.
Ulrich. Oh,
Ulrich,
good
yeah.
name. Good name. Okay.
Yes. My husband is part German, so he helped pick the names. So.
My partner is Skype and speak German. One moment. Yeah. My English not so good.
It's okay. English is fine. Do the best you can. It's okay. Unfortunately I know no German. So.
Miami, USA. Oh. Cool.
When was the last time you were in Miami?
What?
When were you in Miami?
Cutting zone, come bitte her. Oma, was in English speak. My friend speak English, aber nicht verlangen.
So you practice?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, cutting zone, come on, please.
I'm sorry. I don't speak any German. I apologize. Okay, I'm going to go now, but thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. Auf Wiedersehen. That's the only thing I know. Bye-bye. See you later.
Katrin, komm bitte vor die Kamera. Ja, schüchtern.
Bye-bye. Okay. Hi. All right. So guys, if you want to be guested, and actually if Nuts wants to come back on, hey Pastor, how are you? Thanks for joining us. You are always welcome to come on and be a guest. The only thing we ask is that you keep it about pageants. Hey Sid, how are you? Thanks for joining us. Hi, how are you? What would you like to know? How can I help you, Jazz?
What's pageant?
Pageantry is about making women feel positive and happy and make them feel comfortable with who they are. That is what pageantry is about. And finding the beauty that is inside of you. That is the most important thing ever.
Okay, I just wanted to know. Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. See you later. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Thank you.
Bye. You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, just Ashley, thanks for joining us. I appreciate everybody being on tonight. So you all know I am getting ready to leave to compete for the title of Mrs. Florida Woman of Achievement tomorrow morning. I'm leaving. Hey, Nita, how are you? If you guys want more information about the Woman of Achievement pageants, I'm going to go ahead and put it in chat if I can get back to the page. Unfortunately, I think I just went there we go. Control C. The pageant is about, Nuts is too shy. I'm so sorry. He was trying to practice his English, but that was so good. So it's a pageant based on the things that you do in your life. So it's a pageant based on your inner beauty, which I think is inevitably what we all want to be able to highlight. I compete in pageants. Thank you. I compete in pageants so that I can share my story. I am a 3-time cancer survivor, and because of the cancers that I had, I have a heart condition now that was caused by my chemotherapy and radiation. So I compete to hopefully wear a crown, open doors, so that I can explain to people that if you get diagnosed with cancer, that it is not a death sentence. Although when I was diagnosed almost 20 years ago, I was given 8 weeks to live. So I won my first title, national title, about 6 years after that. So there you go. I work with cancer charities and many pageant people many women that are involved in pageantry. Thank you guys. Oh, I love it. Okay. Thanks, Pastor. Do get involved in the community, and they do community service. They call it their platform. My official platform is raising awareness for cancers and the long-term effects of cancers. And if you look behind me, you can see my board, that just things that I volunteer with and different activities that I do a little bit. So, and the idea is that I'm trying to give back to the community. But I do have the title of Mrs. Coconut Grove, Woman of Achievement. And ta-da! And then I do have a crown as well. This is a local title for Miami. So this is my crown and my sash, which hopefully Saturday night will be changing to Florida. But in 2014, I was Mrs. Accomplished American. Thank you, guys. I love you guys. Thank you. And I won the title of Mrs. Accomplished American 2014. I gave it up in August of 2015. And my national director and I love each other so much, she made me a lifetime queen. So this is the lifetime crown for my title of Mrs. Accomplished American Lifetime Queen, which I'm very proud of. And again, it is a system based on inner beauty as opposed to outer beauty. Not to say that any of our contestants are not beautiful outside as well, but truthfully, at the end of the day, what makes you beautiful is whatever makes you unique and special. And we want women to feel that that's super important. Thanks, Sharon. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. So does anybody have any questions for me? Please, if you've got questions, I'm trying to work on my interview skills for pageant Saturday morning for interview portion. So if you have anything you want to know about pageants, or perhaps you have a question that you would like to see, or maybe you've heard on a stage at Miss Universe or at Miss USA or Miss World. I have been at several pageants and judged several pageants, so I like to practice here. Hey, Kaden, how are you? Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it, guys. And also, too, if you haven't already fanned us, please do. My goal, personally, one of my bucket list items is to get to 400 fans. So I'm doing great. Thank you. I'm a little tired, but looking forward to a great weekend and supporting the women that will be around me and having a good time, and hopefully taking home a new crown. So let's see. I have a pimple, though. Oh, this side, right there. Oh, well. But you know what? Life happens. So I guess that's it. And the weather is nice here. I did a lot of running around and packing today, and then I also am a teacher, so I teach music and gymnastics. So I did those things today as well. And then I had a follow-up visit with my doctor. So, oh, thank you, Sharon. That is so sweet. My role model is Ellen DeGeneres. I live by her motto to be kind to one another. I think that that's super important. I love the positivity that she shares every single day with the world around her. And I believe very strongly that we should all strive to be that way. So thank you. I'm hoping that, this is a great forum to be able to share my views. And Ruba's on. Ruba's number one on beauty. I actually met Ruba at Miss Universe, and that's how I found out about YouNow. I was on the Miss Universe red carpet interviewing, and he was one of the people that was on the red carpet with Perez Hilton, and he brought me into his YouNow channel, and I got to be on it, and I said, wow, what an amazing place to meet people. So Ellen rocks. I know, Missy, that's your goal too, so bucket list. So maybe when I come to California in November, we can see about getting on the Ellen show together. Yes, I know. Ellie's on the tally now in Britain. And everybody's super excited about that. I don't know why it took so long, but I know that she was really working to try to do that. So I think it's fantastic that, there are positive role models everywhere. And clearly we need more positive female role models that are out there striving to share positivity, share love, share the goodness that we do. And it's nice to know that she's global. So I know they book, Ellen should have a crown. That is actually not a bad idea. I met with Steve Harvey's manager right after Ellen for president, in a minute, in a heartbeat. But she would never do it. But she would be fantastic, actually. That would be fantastic. But I was meeting with Steve Harvey's manager, and they worked together with Ellen. And I said, I really, really would love to just meet her, just to be able to have that moment, to be able to say thank you for all that you do, because she's phenomenal and inspiring and makes dreams come true. And I think that is magical when you have that kind of influence on people. So, yay, thank you for fanning me. I appreciate it. So, does anybody have any questions for me? There you go, Sharon. Thank you. In Great Britain, oh my gosh, so it's, you're 6 hours ahead of us, right? So 5 hours ahead of us. I'm in Miami Eastern Standard Time. Oh, and I've done it. I've done videos. I've done letters for a while. I was every single day. I actually, when I was on Facebook, I did a Facebook campaign and asked all of my friends to go do a shout out for me. I've done a couple of videos and sent them to her. I've sent her several letters. I know it's hard. She gets her staff gets bombarded constantly, but I always say, hashtag be kind to one another, because that's what she's trying to get right now. But I mean, I'm just a girl in the world. I don't know that I have that amazing a story to make her want to be, oh yeah, we got to get her on. But when I had double bypass surgery in May, and I was in the hospital for 2 weeks, and every single day that I was in the hospital, I did like a little video clip and just said thank you to her for getting me through that, because it was like having someone that was a friend there helping me through a really difficult time. And after the surgery, once I was home, I was pretty much bedridden for about 4 weeks. I wasn't allowed to do anything. I couldn't lift anything. I couldn't walk. I couldn't do anything at all. And so her shows really helped keep me positive and motivated. And so I love what she stands for. I think it's fantastic. And I'm hoping that maybe one day I'll get to meet her. That's the big bucket list right now. So, and honestly, I set up a bucket list 4 years ago when I found out that only 10% of my heart was functioning. and the doctors told me I was going to die. And I decided I was going to do things that I had never done before. And I've done them. I mean, one of the goals was to go to Miss USA in Las Vegas. Well, I went to Miss Universe in Las Vegas, so I guess that was a one-up. I've been to Disneyland now. I had never been to, hey, Brie Bell. I'd never been to Disneyland, so that was a big deal for me. I got to eat at a very posh restaurant in Disney World called Victoria and Albert's, which is a 5-star, like 5 diamond rated restaurant, which I got to go to and eat at. I won the title of Mrs. Accomplished American, which was huge. So I guess the next one is winning the title of Mrs. Florida Woman of Achievement and then Mrs. Woman of Achievement. So, I think that I would be one of those people that would just break down sobbing if I met her. And everybody screams and goes, oh, and it's kind of weird because being a reporter and having been on the red carpet with people that I am extremely, impressed by. So Steve Harvey, I think Perez Hilton is pretty wonderful. Emmett Smith was amazing. I've got to tell you, there's something so fabulously comforting about being near Emmett Smith and just talking to him. And the thing that I realized is that they're just ordinary people with extraordinary jobs. And it was no big deal being around them. I just felt like I was part of their world. Even interviewing Miss Universe, it was like, oh, okay, she's a 20-something with a cell phone. But something about meeting Ellen, I think, would totally change everything. Yeah, no, it would be very emotional. And I gotta say too, I really have a thing for Twitch. I just think he's amazing. I followed him the entire time he was on So You Think You Can Dance. And I just love Allison and his wife and everything that they stand for. And, I think it would be great. It would be so cool. So that's definitely the major bucket list. And then I have a couple little ones. Another one is going to a restaurant called the French Laundry in Northern California because my husband is chef, so we want to do that. And my husband is a huge Seahawks fan, so we are going to try to go to Seattle to see a Seahawks game for him. And I've been lucky because as with my titles, I've traveled pretty much all over the country. I've been to 42 states. I have been a guest at the White House for over 4,000 hours of community service. And I have been to Congress, and I've been to Texas Congress and Florida Congress as well. So, those are really big things. So now it's trying to make my husband have some of his bucket list items happen too, because he supports me and loves me and has been there through probably some of the worst things ever that any husband could ever go through. Seeing the person you love, be hurt and go through struggles has got to be really, really difficult. And he just smiles and goes, okay, whatever you want to do. It can ask for something more magical than that. And ironically, I met him online. So go figure. There you go. Does anybody have any questions for me? I'm talking so much. I would love for you guys to ask me anything if you want to. I would love to be able to. I can't compete with Ruba. And Missy, at least you're here, so I'm not competing with you either. So I know I'm not going to be number one on beauty tonight, which is cool because, honestly, I'm just feeling like a girl in the world. Oh, and you know what, Missy? I talked to the dermatologist today because I went for the checkup for the skin rash I had, and I asked him about the whitehead on my eye, and he said exactly the same thing. Don't touch it. I said, okay. He's like, we can take care of it after pageant, but don't touch it before pageant. I'm like, can I put makeup on it? Because it's going to make for an interesting weekend without makeup. I'll be going natural. But he said it was okay to do makeup, just to not share my brushes, which Makeup tip of the day, do not share your brushes with anyone else. Make sure you clean them in between. Witch hazel is a great way to clean it, or you can always buy cleaners. But it's extremely important that you keep your brushes clean so that they do not get germs and you do not spread germs all over your face. So that is the makeup tip of the day. And it would not be a night, I don't think, this week without mentioning my sponsor, Beauty Butler. So if you have not found out about Beauty Butler yet, Beauty Butler is one of the best ways for me to stay organized. I gotta figure out the name of this one. The big one is called the Diva. But you know what I actually think the breakout is because I tried a new primer. And so I'll go back to my regular primer and then make sure that it doesn't have contact to it. It's just going to be interesting. I mean, I don't think I'm going to be wearing makeup all weekend. I just know Saturday I've got interview in the morning and then stage Saturday night. So I'll go daytime natural for interview in the morning and then go in and just layer it so it's darker and more evening appropriate for the evening show. So I guess Saturday, and then Sunday we've got a photo shoot if I win. So I guess all weekend I'll be wearing makeup, but probably next week I'll be all natural again. So anyways, so Beauty Butler is really cool because it helps to organize you. Every single one of the pieces has Velcro on the back of it, so you can easily put them back into place. I love it when I travel because this stays in place. So if I pick this up and I put it in my purse, it doesn't jiggle, it doesn't come off, and it also allows me to know exactly where everything is. Hey, Keely, how are you? Thanks for coming back. I appreciate it. And this comes in a bigger size. You can get one of the small ones for $9, which is super good because this is the size of like a 4x6 card. So you can just throw it in your purse and take the essentials that you need. This one goes in my crown case, so I have powder and then a daytime and a nighttime color for lips. And then I've added I always have a sharpener. And then mascara as well to just do touch-ups so that at least if I'm on the go, I can look fresh and clean. So that is it. If you do not know about Beauty Butler, you can always go to www.getbeautybutler.com. And we'll tell you tomorrow night's show. We are doing live from the pageant, from the pajama party that we are having. And you'll be able to meet all the delegates that are competing with me Saturday and talk to them. Some of the judges will be at the pajama party as well, so I might do some interviews with some of the judges. And then they are all getting a special surprise that I know about because they're actually getting a lot of surprises. Although I'm getting surprises too, so I'm kind of anxious. I'm like, oh, good. So anyways, does anybody have any questions? We're back. We're down to 4 people that are viewing. So if you guys are on, hey Marissa, how are you? Thanks for joining us. And if you would like to be a fan, if you'd like to be a guest, please add yourself to the guest. The only thing I ask is that you keep it positive and you keep it kind of about beauty or about pageantry. You do not have to show yourself on camera, which I let people know this is a safe place where you won't be picked on. You don't have to show yourself on camera, but sometimes it's easier to ask questions live rather than type it in. So if you would like to do that, you are welcome to do that. I do have several guests that come on with anonymity. Oh boy, that was a bad. Anonymity? There we go. I do have a master's degree. Promise. Anyways, so come on, guys, ask me some questions. I gotta practice. Hi, Talia, or Taylor. How are you? Is that like Taylor or Taylor? So, Missy, what's your essay on? Did you ever get that one to your teacher, by the way? I know you were having problems with the computer sending it, so. Hello? Did I lose everybody? I might have. Oh, and I got Maddie Kimas. How are you? Thanks for joining us. All right. So I guess I'm going to do, because I've been practicing all week, my platform statement. We are required for our community service to do a platform, what we speak about. Oh, good. Okay, good. Oh, fantastic. And hey, Jackalea Kerlock. Okay, Jackaleka Kerlock. So I'm going to do my platform statement. Jackie, oh my gosh. I'm really bad at this right now. I have a teaching degree and I can't sound it out. That's pretty sad right now. I'm so tired. I'm hoping that I get a good night's sleep. Tonight I didn't sleep. Or last night I didn't sleep at all because I was trying to finish up less. Hey, Kayla. Okay, that makes me easy. That's easy. Kayla I can do. Oh, Shakayla. Okay. Hey, Ivory. You're back. All right, so we are going to try to do my platform statement, which platform is what we go and represent when we are out doing appearances for pageants and we raise money for or whatever we speak about generally. My platform is raising awareness for cancers and the long-term effects of cancers. So the goal is to make this sound believable, heartfelt, real, and to not have it be more than 4 minutes. So, you guys ready? Give me your opinions, okay? Because I mean, honestly, be honest with me because I want to know how it comes across. So, and go. Hi, everybody. My name is Stacy Simpson, and I'm a 3-time cancer survivor. And my platform is raising awareness for cancers and the long-term effects of cancer treatments. On September 11th, 1996, I was diagnosed with lymphoma, and I was given 8 weeks to live. The doctors suggested that I undergo chemotherapy treatments and radiation treatments to prolong my life. They also told me that with those treatments would come some long-term side effects. I knew about the regular side effects, losing your hair, fatigue, vomiting, nausea, things like that. But they said that I would have a 33% chance of having another kind of cancer, like lung cancer, breast cancer, skin cancer. I went ahead and went with the treatments. I did do chemotherapy and radiation, and I'm proud to say that I have been lymphoma-free for 18 years. However, in 2008, I got my first secondary cancer. Due to regular mammograms, they found a little cluster of cells in my breast. They took them out, and I am breast cancer-free. In 2010, I was diagnosed with my second secondary cancer, skin cancer on my back. The doctors took it out, treated it, and I am again cancer-free. However, a side effect that they didn't know about when I first got diagnosed presented itself in 2010 as well. Heart failure. Only 30% of my heart was working because of damage that the chemotherapy I had received several years before had damaged it. I started going through treatments. By 2011, my heart function had dropped down to 10%. The doctor said I needed to get on a transplant list and that to keep me alive, I would need a pacemaker defibrillator put into my body to keep my heart pumping. A young doctor suggested that I look into stem cell treatments. They'd been able to find that they could regrow the damaged heart muscle with my own stem cells. So in 2014, I did receive my own stem cells. And luckily I did because when they went in there to give me the stem cells, they found a 90% blockage in the main artery leading to my heart that was caused by the radiation that I'd received 18 years before. They told me immediately that I would need to have a double bypass surgery. I could have dropped dead at any moment from the blockage. So in May of 2015, I had a double bypass surgery that took 12 hours, 4.5 which was cutting through the scar tissue damage that had been caused by the radiation. But I stand before you here today alive and well. 40% of my heart is operational. And I'm here to inspire you to get involved and help me find a cure. Or just volunteer with any cancer charity of your choice. I do things with Team in Training, with the American Cancer Society, and the 4-A-Day Foundation, where we host parties for kids that are going through cancer treatments. But you can just go sit with a friend or talk with somebody about it. Whatever you can do to be able to make a difference. Because I want to be able to live out my lifetime goal to live long enough to see cancer. And I hope you'll see a cure for cancer. And I hope you guys will join me too. Thank you. Luke, 3 minutes! It's true! I did this! Oh my gosh! Okay, guys. No, not heartbreaking. It's awesome. It's not. It's honestly, if I hadn't have gotten cancer, many wonderful things would never have happened to me. I am so grateful because I have every day as a gift, and I am so thankful for it. And I'm happy, and I love my life, and horrible things have happened, and yet I keep going and hoping, and I share my story every single day in hopes that one person will be inspired by my story and go out and do something that they never thought that they could ever do, and that will inspire somebody else. So I call it my pay it forward. So if one of you is watching and you heard my story and you went, oh my gosh, I am going to go, run a marathon or whatever. Or maybe I'm going to ask that boy out. Whatever it is, something that just inspires you to do something unexpected and to embrace everything that you are, then I'm doing my job. Thanks for becoming a fan, Regis Humbry. Hi, Alexis. Thanks for becoming a fan, too. So, does anybody have any questions? What did you guys think? Did it sound sincere? Did it sound rushed? Did it sound real? Those are the questions that I want to know. Too much information, not enough information. I can't do this without you guys, so I need feedback. Help me, please. Help me. Oh my gosh, Kayla, don't be depressed. It wasn't meant to be depressing. It's supposed to be about inspiring, so. Oh, Pastor, you missed it. I just did the platform speech again. And we took out a lot of stuff last night, and it sounds so much better. And I'm down to 3 minutes. So I am so absolutely thrilled about it. I practiced last night with Heather after we got off of the show, and we just kind of started picking it apart, trying to pick out the parts that were not essentials, and tried to work on me being more flowing. Awesome. Thanks, Missy. Hey, blah, blue. How are you? Blah, blue. Awesome. Thanks, Missy. I appreciate it. You've been able to actually see it as it's developed over the last several weeks. So, I'm doing great. Thank you very much. How are you? Blah, blue. Blah, blue. Wow. It sounds like something that I would say in my class. I have a 2-year-old music class, and this week we're all doing silly sounds. So part of my morning was walking around going, and then, so there you go. That's my job. I can tell you some advice. I can help you a little bit if you need a little bit of advice. I try to keep it not about boys. And I try to keep it clean, so as long as that's okay. Okay, for schoolwork, how can I help you? Hey, Carly, how are you? This broadcast is about pageantry, which, is like pageants on TV that you see. However, it's more about being the best you can possibly be, and embracing who you are from the inside out and beauty from the inside out. We talk about interview skills, public speaking. Sometimes it's about bullying. Sometimes it's about makeup. But we are here to be a positive place for you to be able to come and hang out and talk and share, ideas and share beauty tips and, whatever works for you. We try to keep it upbeat and happy and positive. So that is what our show is about. So, where is this place? Which place? Pageantry Now? I'm in Miami. Miami, Florida, East Coast, United States. Where is your place? You don't have to share that with me. It says U.S. So, are you East Coast, West Coast, Central, Mountain Time? So, oh my gosh. Jackson, Michigan, for the win! You live in Miami, West Coast? So you live in LA? or West Coast of Florida? Oh, the West Coast of Florida? So you live over near Naples? Illinois for the win! Us Midwest kids have to stick together. Yeah. I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan, so I'm technically a Midwest kid. But I've lived here for about 30 years, so. Oh, that's cool. Well, then, how's the weather there? My brother lives in Orlando, and he was telling me that it was raining horribly, so I'm hoping I get on the road at 7 a.m. in the morning to go to the pageant, which will be in Orlando tomorrow. Oh my God. Tomorrow, I love you, tomorrow. No, I'm not doing talent. No, you can't come to my place. My husband wouldn't like that. We have some pretty clear-cut set expectations about our relationship, and one of them is not letting anybody from YouNow come to my house. So, no offense. Just a privacy thing. All right. So, questions. Come on, guys. Ask me something besides about where I live, what I do. Yeah, Ivory, I told you it was bruised really badly. You should have, well, then you can't come anyways. There are adults that belong to you. So that is the biggest reason. Thank you very much. Don't make the mom and me come out, because it will. I don't have kids, so. But I am a teacher, so, I take that stuff seriously. And I hope your mom knows that you're on here. It's a safe place. We do positive things, but I don't want anybody getting in trouble. So, there you go. Shouldn't be asking strangers if you can go to their house. That's dangerous. Hi. You might want to let your mom know. That's kind of scary. I will. What was my dream job as a kid? Well, as a little kid, absolutely being a teacher was. I remember I am the oldest girl of a bunch of cousins. And so I would sit in the basement at my grandmother's house and play teacher. As I got older and I was in high school, I wanted to be an attorney. So I actually, my senior year of high school, instead of going to high school, I worked for an attorney as a law clerk. It was a special program here. And once I was law clerking as a senior, I went into college to study international relations, got accepted to Harvard Law School, and decided I didn't want to be an attorney. I wanted to be a teacher. So I went back to school and changed my major and got a degree in education, early childhood education and development. And then later on went back and got my master's degree in behavior modification to work with kids that are autism. So Isaiah, well, yeah, be serious, guys. So that my dream job was to be a teacher, and that's what I do. So, and then my secret would be to make a kids album. Like if I could sing a kids album, I used to want to be like Barney, but not Barney. Yeah. What about you? What's your dream job? What do you want to do? Carly. I like having fun too. Life's too short. You got to enjoy yourself. Kidding is okay, but you want to have a good time. So, hey Scott, how are you? Thanks for joining us. Yeah, a lot of new people popping in tonight. Thank you for joining us, guys. I really appreciate it. So, if you got questions, ask me a question. Thank you. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate it. Yeah. Much love. Thank you, Isaiah. So, you are a fan now. Thank you. My goal is, my bucket list for YouNow is to get to 400 fans. So, and Missy always helps me out by inviting all of her friends. So, she's got over 4,000. So, a firefighter. Ooh, that is a great job. Carly, you want to go into photography and travel with it? Or a scuba instructor? Actually, you could do both. Underwater photography is so amazing. And it actually, those three would go together fantastically. So, what do you do now, Scott? Being a firefighter is safer than what you do now? That's scary. What do you do now? Yeah, I know, Ivory. You're gonna, and actually, I think that's fantastic. You're really Army. Okay, there you go. Ivory is in JRTC here, and she's gonna go into the Army as well. Well, thank you for your service, Scott. We really appreciate that. Even in the British Armed Forces, it's dangerous out there. Right before Saddam Hussein was taken down, there was the group of SEALs that were all together training. They actually did the training here in Miami, and several of the British military were with them on that operation, and they actually all trained here in Miami. I guess there was a building here that looked similar to where they were going into, and ironically, I bumped into them when they were here, and we had a big party, and I felt really badly that several of them ended up passing away in the helicopter accident. My ex-husband is actually military as well. So I know how difficult it is, and you see horrible things that you can't unsee. And so we do appreciate that. So thank you very much. So Isaiah, you're a football player, or that's your dream job? I used to tell people I wanted to grow up being a garbage truck driver, but that wasn't true. Dream job? Do you play football now? You're gonna do it, Ivory. You are. I know you're working hard. So, and I know that. Oh, I'm so sorry, Scott. I know. My ex-husband came back with really bad PTSD. Scott is saying that he just came back and lost one of his best mates, and there was nothing he could do. So I apologize. I know it's heartbreaking. So Carly, when you were younger, you wanted to be a lawyer. The schooling isn't so hard. I think because it's 4 years of undergrad and then 3 years of law school. But the thing that I had a difficulty with was that attorneys, their job is to find loopholes in the law and to bend the law according to what their needs are. And I have an issue with that. So I believe in being honest and being upfront and telling people what you think. So I don't think I would have been good at being an attorney. A Rockette. Hey, Eve, that's awesome. Oh my gosh. I always admire dancers because I have rhythm and I love music, but I am really not good at dancing. And being a Rockette is, I know it's the dream job for so many young dancers. So that, or being on So You Think You Can Dance. Those are like the two big things. Well, I'm glad that you're home safe, Scott, and that you stay strong, get help if you need it. If you need someone to talk to, it's super important to be able to do that, because it helps get you through it. So, and keep fighting the good fight, man. We appreciate it. It keeps our world a safer place, and we need more of that. So thank you. Isaiah, how you doing? Hey, Madison, how are you? Thanks for joining us. I'm Stacy. This is Pageantry Now. Just so you guys know, we will wrap up in about 10 minutes. So if anybody's got any other questions they'd like to ask me before I wrap up tonight, I am hitting the hay a little bit earlier than I normally do, just because I want to get some beauty sleep. Oh my goodness. I don't know if that's going to happen tonight. I'm a little nervous about this weekend, but I know it's going to be fun. So going to have a good time, party with a bunch of girls. Yeah, I know. Sometimes I say beauty sleep, but it's not really beauty sleep. Honestly, I need sleep so I'm not cranky. And we'll be on the road at 7 a.m. in the morning, so. Oh my gosh. So you actually got shot. What's this around my neck? It is a headset. So this is the wireless headset that goes to my cell phone. So, it has like a little speaker so I can listen to music if I want to, but it also works as a wireless headset, so kind of like Bluetooth. I know, Ivory, but it's still a little bit early there. It's what, 8 o'clock? Yeah, 8 o'clock. So 8:15, as opposed to me where, and it's quiet. No one hears Assassin's Creed in the background. Michael's at work, so I'm going to try to get some sleep. So, yeah, I was going to say, you guys are what, 8 hours? 6 hours ahead of us. Hi, Madison. How are you? Yeah. So does anybody have any questions for me? Anything they'd like to know? Scott, are you okay, though? Are you honorably discharged because you got injured, or are you going back on the job? Carly's in Eastern. Yes, I do know Toddlers and Tiaras, and yes, I do know people from Toddlers and Tiaras. And yes, I have actually been to some of the pageants that are there, and yes, I know, honey boo boo. Do your rehab, make sure that you are taken care of, make sure that you've got your stuff together. What kind of phone do I have? I have an iPhone 6S Plus. Oh, yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know if they took the show off. I used to watch it. I mean, in the beginning, I watched Toddlers and Tiaras because I actually knew most of the girls because I lived in Texas. And then when I moved here, I followed it for a little while, but, oh yeah, but I had to pay for my iPhone 6S. So, well, I mean, the Plus. I wanted something bigger because that way when I work. Bye, Missy. Thank you. Much love. If you can, come on tomorrow night so you can see the pajama party. Otherwise, tune in Saturday night to see me crowned, hopefully, Mrs. Florida Woman of Achievement, somewhere between 8 and 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So, I love you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hey, Madison. Much love. You know, it's funny, there was a time when I didn't know how to do that. How sad is that? Thank you, two people. Oh my gosh, I'm getting lots of love tonight. You guys are rocking it, man. I love you guys. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, don't spend all of your YouNow money. You know, when Androids came out, I had an Android. Yeah, you can ask a question, of course. Hey, Matt, Truck Nation is here. What's up? Okay, I don't know what that sound is. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Somebody's on. Nothing much. Hanging out. Being a single man. You just got up? Did you take a nap? Weren't you up early this morning at work? Yes, I do guest people. The only thing that I do ask is that if I guest you, that you keep the conversation about pageants or beauty or self-esteem, positive body image, so that it ties into the show. But that you keep it vampire life. That you keep it positive. So those are the only two things I asked. Okay, so on the 14th, I don't know where to take my girlfriend or anything because I've never really been in a relationship that day. Hi, Giannaros. Thanks. Scott, I would say you're going to know your girlfriend best. Is she going to want to go someplace special? Good night, Ivory. I love you. Talk to you later. And hopefully I'll see you guys later, tomorrow night. So, thank you. Oh, thanks, Pastor. I would say base it on doing smaller gestures are bigger to women, Scott, than bigger gestures. So think about the things that she really likes and try to make a Valentine's Day based on what she likes. So, most girls will like something that you made rather than something that you bought, because it took some thought. So, thank you. Oh, I love you guys. Thank you so much. She likes chicken nuggets. Well, I'm going to say going to McDonald's probably isn't the best Valentine's date. But perhaps you could make her chicken nuggets and have a picnic with them. Because then you've made her something that she likes that's special, and then you've taken her someplace unexpected. Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's not the most romantic place, so I'm just saying, take into consideration the things that it doesn't have to be food that she likes, but think about things that she likes. So, does she like the theater? Does she like, movies? Does she like, I don't know where Davis Island is. Thanks, Madison. Oh, hold on one second, Madison. I see you in the queue. So let me go ahead. We're going to guest you. But find out what, build a day around her that would make her feel special. Hey, Kaden, how are you? Thanks for coming back. I don't spend a whole lot of time in Tampa. Well, I will be spending a lot of time in Tampa starting very, very soon. My director is in Tampa. So, actually next week, Thursday, I will be in Tampa. So I will check out Davis Island and I will catch up with you. Whenever she stays around mine, we always spend the night and watch movies. So, okay, so then why don't you figure out what her favorite movie is? Make her dinner at home, rent the movie or get the movie as a gift for her, and, make a special dinner for her and watch it together. That is far more romantic because you've gone into the things that she likes rather than, oh my gosh, okay, well, okay. Horror films. Do I like popcorn? I'm allergic to it, so no. Cool. I have some friends of mine. Well, my brother used to live in Newport Richie, so. I tried to guess you, Madison. I don't know what happened, so we'll try it again. Hello! Hi, Menda! How are you? Yeah, my brother used to live in Newport Richie. Now he lives in Eustis, Florida, which is outside of Orlando on the East Coast. So, I don't know, pick your favorite horror movie. Do I like Coke? Yes, I do. I can't drink it because it has corn syrup, so I buy the one made with sugar. And I really shouldn't drink it because it's not good for you. I'm good. Getting ready for pageant. I leave at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, so hopefully we will be bringing home a crown this weekend. Yep. Hopefully. I don't know. Does that sound conceited? I mean, I want to be positive because I think it's important. So, I don't know why, sweetie. I keep trying. Let me try it one more time. Maybe it's your connection. How old am I? I am 49 years old. I'll be 50 in June. So I'm older than your mom, probably. Yeah. No, I don't have any kids. There you go. I hopefully will get the crown. I think I will. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing the show, or why am I competing in a pageant? Oh, I'm sorry, sweetheart. So, Kaden, why do I do the show, or why am I competing in a pageant? Well, I guess I can answer both questions, the show. I do the show because I want to give people a positive outlet to be able to ask questions about pageants and be able to have a positive idea about what it is. I do it so it gives women a place where they can come and feel comfortable with who they are and that they are able to express themselves, feel good about who they are in their own skin, practice interview skills so that it helps them for schools. Okay, then get lost. I don't need you here. Oh, sorry. No, don't say what your girlfriend's age is, so that's okay. But the idea is to just be someplace that is positive where people can come and ask about pageants and do things. Thank you. Well, I'm a little crazy. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm just not one of those ones that, no, I'm not gay. I'm not gay. I am happily married. Good night, sweetheart. Sleep well. Thank you for joining us, Scott. Hopefully we'll see you soon, okay? Be well. Ontology man. Thank you. So, no, I mean, honestly, most of my friends that are in pageants, you're 50? Awesome. So you're 65 or 66. I'm a 66 girl. So, thank you. Much love. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks, Alonzo. Because, the Slurpee was born in 66. The Super Bowl was born in 66. Star Trek was born in 66. Winnie the Pooh was started in 1966. The Winnie the Pooh, the Disney Winnie the Pooh. What else was started in 1966? I was started in 1966. Well, I was started before that, but that's when I was born. Okay, so anyways. Ontology, the only thing that we ask is that you keep it about positivity and you keep it supposedly about beauty or pageantry. But those are the things. If you want to be a guest, that's what I will let you do. So, if you can give me that assurance, I will let you on, and then we'll go from there. So. Cool beans. Ontology. So now I have to look it up. So ontology is the study of what?
Study of existence.
Ah, fantastic. So you're ethereal. And a philosopher, perhaps?
Yes, philosopher. Pagan,
Okay,
is that Are you pagan or is it pageantry?
Oh, pageantry. No. Pageantry, it's about pageants. Although a lot of my friends are pagans, I used to belong to a Renaissance performance group. So a lot of my friends are Wiccan. So there you go.
Right on. Me too.
Yeah. So did you want to ask me
Sounds
about
fun.
pageants, like TV or anything like that, or no?
What pageants do you do?
I am right now the reigning Mrs. Coconut Grove Woman of Achievement, and I'm competing for the title of Mrs. Florida Woman of Achievement. So it's a pageant based on my lifetime experiences as opposed to outer beauty. It's about inner beauty. So.
You are beautiful, though. Why don't you think so?
Oh, thank you. I actually am a 3-time cancer survivor, and I was diagnosed with terminal cancer 19 years ago. They gave me 8 weeks to live. And at my 5-year survivor date, I decided I needed to do something with my life and try to make a difference. And I had a dream. I won a pageant, and a crown would open up doors for me. And then the next thing I knew, I was traveling the United States telling people my story. So.
Very cool.
So, yeah, pretty cool. So. No, we don't judge people by their age. All right, so
32.
Thanks for joining me. I'll see you later, okay? Have a good night. Be well. Hey, Madison. All right, guys. I am going to wrap the show up. We've been on for 1 hour and 6. I appreciate everybody being here. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the guests. Tomorrow night's show will be live from Pageant. Much love to you, too. Thank you, Ontology. Tomorrow night's show will be live from Pageant. We're having a pajama party. You'll get to meet all the delegates that I'm competing with tomorrow night. We will be interviewing some of them. So I'm not sure if it'll be at 8:30 exactly. We usually try to do a show at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys want to log on, you can ask them questions live. And then they'll be able to chat back with you as well. And then Saturday night will be the crowning of the Junior and Teen Achieve Florida, as well as the Miss, Ms., and Mrs. Woman of Achievement. So somewhere between, nice beard, honestly. Nice beard, Ontology, by the way. So if you are interested in watching me be crowned, perhaps, I will not be able to chat Saturday night. The AV guy will be live streaming the show, and then we will do a recap show on Sunday night where you guys can ask me how the pageant went and what happened. But hopefully I'll be wearing a new crown and a new sash. I appreciate all of the love. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember, you can always find us at pageantrynowmedia.com, or you can find us on Facebook at Pageantry Now, Instagram Pageantry Now, Twitter Pageantry Now, or on YouTube Pageantry Now. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Good night. And that's a wrap.